This talk is about two different methods you can use when reviewing a pull request in the terminal, checkout and merge, and why I would advocate for one over the other. Let's look at a scenario. A team of developers are working on the same Git repository. At 9 AM, Bob starts work on Jira ticket work 1, and 15 minutes later, Barry starts work on Jira ticket work 2. They both work on separate branches, as you would expect. At 10 AM, Barry submits a pull request for his work, and his work is quickly reviewed and merged into the master branch. At 11 AM, Bob submits a pull request for his work, and 15 minutes later, Beth reviews it. The changes that were made on the work2 branch were as follows. A value in the important class, important number, was updated from 20 to 50, and the unit tests were updated to reflect this change. The changes that Bob is proposing on the work1 branch are the creation of a new class, new, and a new function, calculation, which makes use of the important number value via dependency injection. He also adds some unit tests for this new class. Now let's look at two review methods that Beth can use to review Bob's PR. On the left is the checkout method, where Beth first uses git pull to retrieve the latest version of the master branch, and then checks out to the work1 branch. I disagree with this method for reasons that I'll explain in a moment. On the right is the merge method, where once again Beth uses a git pull to get the latest master code, but this time merges the work1 branch into the master branch. The command also has some flags to prevent a commit and a fast forward from happening, so it's easy to abort the merge if there are problems with the work. Now here's the difference. Using the checkout method on the left for this PR review, when Beth runs the unit tests, they all pass. However, when merging the branch into master, as shown on the right, one of the tests fails due to the important number value that was recently changed. This is because Bob started work before this change was made, and was unaware that a value he was using has since been updated. So, using the checkout method, Beth now sees no reason not to merge the PR. It has no conflicts, all of the tests pass, so why not? She merges it into master, and then the build breaks. This is because, as part of the build process, the unit tests have been run on the latest version of the code, and they flagged up that one failing test. This will now cause a headache for someone as they troubleshoot the issue and raise another PR to correct it. Alternatively, on the right, Beth has already spotted the failing test thanks to the merge method, and she politely requests that Bob rebase his branch and update his code as necessary. Hopefully that example has given an idea of why I prefer the merge method, and why I would advise against checking out the branch. I've put a few notes here as a conclusion. Firstly, I've said it's good practice to make sure your code is rebased onto the latest master branch before you submit your PR. Bob could have avoided this scenario if he did that in the first place. I've also summarised my preferred approach to reviewing that I've explained in this talk. This may be obvious to some people who are familiar with Git, but to many people, I don't think the differences of these two approaches are apparent without seeing an example like this. You can sometimes get away with using the checkout method if only one person is working on the code base in a given time period, so it can be easy to think that there is no drawback to it. But even so, I would suggest getting into the habit of using merge when reviewing a PR. I've included some links to some helpful guidance on Git for those who may need more information about what all these terms mean. Thanks.